Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of the APB podcast. Now in this week's episode, we're going to be following some more of the Mark Reign saga video. Particularly we're going to be taking a look at what happens during an APB, or when the game dynamically matchmakes enforcers against criminals. Now, there's a lot of action in this episode, a lot of information to take in as well, so make sure you're paying attention when you do watch it for the first time. Now also, at the end of this week's podcast, we're going to be taking a look at some of the more charitable side of Real-Time Worlds and the APB team. Some of the guys here have been training really hard for the APB 1000 push-up challenge, in which 10 guys are looking to complete 1,000 push-ups each. So make sure you're watching that. There's a lot of ways to get involved, a bit of more information there as well. So stay tuned and enjoy. And yeah, what's happening here, a very important element of APB, is we've got matchmade. Basically, we've got to a point where everyone's heard about what's going on. The game's thought, right, these guys need some opposition, they're having too much of an easy time, and it just so happened the two guys that had spied the briefcase were what the computer matched us up against.
You think we could have shaved 20 pounds off me there?
We've got to keep it as realistic as possible.
Those tree trunk legs. This is you. This is your screen now. Stealing a car from an old lady.
Yeah. And, it's thrown us into a fight.
And again, there's another firefight going on, completely separate from what we're doing.
But you'll notice that they had grey names.
Yes.
And that's very important to take note, because they aren't involved within our fight. And if you ever see anyone driving around with a grey name, then you know
these guys going by here.
They can't really interfere with our mission. But you'll see some red names pop up, and that means they're criminals and they're against us. And you'll see green names, and again they're a party.
And I've noticed they're on the compass. The two red guys are showing up as well.
That's right. Yeah.
And I believe any second here now you take a look back.
Yeah, those two red marks, they'll only ever show up if the criminal is doing something other than walking. So if they're sprinting to try and get to you quickly, they'll flash up on the radar. If they're firing a gun, again, they'll flash up on the radar. And you can see me as well, I'm popping up there. My name's in green, so you know that I'm on your side.
You're on my side.
Not to shoot at me.
Actually, I forgot this is me driving.
That's right, yeah, you're doing pretty well as well. You start using the weight of the vehicle.
Yeah, I think I nudged this guy off the road in a second now. Bye-bye. This is you. This is your screen now.
Trying my hardest to keep up with you. That old lady's car wasn't the fastest.
The one thing I found in the game was that the vehicles definitely had different handling characteristics.
And it's not just the handling as well, they've all got different attributes, whether it be, they're more armoured, or they're faster, they're slower, they handle easier.
Some of the smaller cars really move nicely.
Yeah, and what you had there was you had the big armoured van, it
Yep.
could take a lot of hits. It could ram people off the road because it's really heavy. And I think we decided at this point I was going to hold them off outside and you were going to get inside and get those packages delivered.
I found all the arrows and indicators on the map for drop-offs and things like that were really easy to figure out.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, it keeps the action flowing. It doesn't make you pull up a map screen. It doesn't make you stop and wonder what to do. You just know. And you decided that you'd go a bit maverick here, and
This wasn't very smart of me. And you can see the HUD, instead of having a health indicator, it's glowing red to show that I'm getting hurt.
there you go.
We cut out the death screen there, but I did indeed die.
It's an early version. You heard the death music though. We kept that in there for you.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that was their death music.
That was the death music that the person killed you had created in the music creator.
And one thing I absolutely love about the game is the respawning. It just feels so natural. You're not respawning 1,000 miles away and having to run for an hour to get back to where you died. It seemed every time I died, it was an intelligent respawn.
The game dynamically, it respawns you within a certain distance from the action, and you managed there. You respawn behind everyone. They didn't realize you were running back in. Bang, you were there. You took him out. You got revenge.
And kicking in doors, climbing fences, going up ladders. It's all that one simple F key.
Yeah. It's the action key, we have it, it's bound to F by default, but the player can put it on whatever they want. And really, getting into vehicles, like you say, climbing, interacting with the environment is all done through the one key. We were quite lucky here, because the drop-off point was just down the road.
Did you get back in a car at this point?
I didn't know, because it was.
I saw you
just
standing
there. Yeah, I'm holding them back, because they're still after you,
I'm the easy target.
And you can see the game's, it's thrown us into the final stage, 7 of 7, and it's put us into this firefight scenario, in which it's just a 5 kill.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna mow him down. I got that kill.
You did pretty well.
I think here I shot more chairs than people.
Maybe that furniture had done something wrong to you, I don't know.
The environmental effects are very good in the game. I mean, it really does feel alive.
And here we did pretty well, just the two of us against two other people. They didn't call for backup, even though we did pretty well in taking them down. And really one of the things that I think I remember myself yelling at you while we were trying to record this was trying to get into cover. You've got to use the environment as cover. Like, you see how he's doing there? He's ducked behind the wall, he's running
crouching
through there, and
I shot all the chairs.
Your bullets are hitting furniture and not him.
Yeah, but you can upgrade your weapons.
That's right, yeah, you know, as we go through the game and you do more work for the contacts.
See, I went and hid.
You did eventually when you realised you were getting hurt. There you go, we just got one kill to go.
These are just base weapons we're using here.
You are. I'm using one of the assault rifles. So there you go. There's another part of the Mark Rain Saga video. We'll be showing the final part of that next week, so make sure you check back for that one. I thought it might be worth telling you guys as well that in next week's episode we're going to be doing another Q&A session with EJ Moreland, the lead designer of APB. So if you've got any questions that you want answering, we'll be going through the ones we've already got, but any more you want to send them over to podcast@apb.com. And we'll be answering the best ones of those that get sent through. So make sure you do it. Okay, so Nikki, what is it exactly you guys trying to do?
We're trying to do a lot of push-ups. We're giving ourselves 5 weeks of Rocky-style montage training to go from flabby, normal computer game developers to people that are doing a lot of push-ups.
And is it working?
I can do more push-ups than I could a few weeks ago.
Okay, so it's a bonus, I guess.
Getting there.
And who are you supporting exactly?
We're supporting the WWF, the Wildlife Federation dudes.
Okay.
Saving all the pandas and tigers.
What made you want to get involved with that?
We really like pandas and tigers. Although there were a few people in our number who were a little disappointed that they're not going to be helping out mid-90s wrestlers with their pension funds.
I don't think they need it really, do they?
No,
they're all right on their own.
Fine.
So if people at home watching this want to get involved, how would they go about doing that?
We've got a website which you can get to with www.tinyurl.com/APB pushup. You can give us some money, that'd be nice. Help out us and all the little animals.
Okay, and when's it all taking place?
It's taking place next Tuesday, Tuesday the 6th of October, about 1:45 in the canteen downstairs at Real Time Worlds, Dundee.
Cool. So we'll hopefully get some footage of that as well, and let you guys know how they got on. But yeah, like we say, get involved. It's a good cause. Those pandas and tigers do need saving. These guys have been training really hard, as you've probably seen from the video just before. So yeah, these guys are training. So if you guys can help support, that'd be fantastic.